NewsNation Now regular Jon Najarian is the co-founder of Market Rebellion in Miami, and Jon is helping with some of the relief efforts for Melissa. How so, Jon? What are you guys doing?
Well, it's a bunch of my friends that are really doing all the heavy lifting and opening their wallets and their hearts. What they're doing is they saw that the storm was moving to Jamaica. They canceled a big fundraiser for a bunch of Gold Star families, or at least pushed it off to a future date. And they took all their efforts, a bunch of former military, a bunch of cargo air people, trucking companies, everything. And they bought a whole bunch of goods and service items, even tractors, chainsaws, you name it, diapers, things that diapers you might have thought of. The chainsaws and the generators are equally as important. And they loaded them all up onto a bunch of cargo jets, and they were the first folks on the ground yesterday, Kyle. So, I mean, it's a great effort by a lot of really big-hearted people right now.
We knew this storm was going to be a disaster as we saw it coming in as a Cat 5. We could put the tablet online for a moment. We have a couple of things here. This is like a before and after. So you look at Jamaica before the storm hits, and then when it switches over, you get the sense of the devastation and what they're dealing with there. Look at that. Man, it's just gone, right? And then the power loss, I was saying like 75, 80% after. So this is what it normally looks like on a standard nighttime light. And then, I mean, except for just a little spot there, maybe around Kingston, lights are out, right? So, but to your point, people are good. People are going to do what they can. You guys need more help? If so, what should people know?
Well, if they go to 25 United, Connell, that site, 25united.org, these are the folks that they're paying out of their own pockets right now about $30,000 per flight. That's just the gas. They own the jets. These are big 737 cargo jets. And Michael Weinberg and his crew, like I say, they were the first people on the island as soon as the airport opened. And anybody that can donate, money's is, of course, as good as anything, but as far as the other stuff, they really would prefer it to be new. That is for chainsaws, for generators, for work boots, for gloves, for any of the things that are needed down there. But yeah, it's a really great effort, medical supplies and everything. And I can't say enough about 7 Air or Helpful Harrison, or of course 25 United, and that's 25united.org. It's an organization that has helped out, like I say, Gold Star families and so forth, and now they're helping out on the island of Jamaica, really trying to get people a little hope.
I think it's good to get the word out on something like that, and maybe, you know, it helps to drive interest, because like I said earlier, I think people want to help when they see something as destructive as this. I'm sure some of these people that are working on this or volunteering on this have covered a lot of storms. I don't know if you've talked to any of them or heard from any of them. This one must, you know, be rough even for them by comparison, right?
Well, as you know, Connell, sometimes I'm lucky enough to be in New York with you. The rest of the time, I'm usually in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And so we know a thing or two about hurricanes. So do all the people that are doing this great work, trying to get some relief to Jamaica, because they've been in Palm Beach, Jupiter, Hobe Sound, Miami. So they've seen the devastation and what happens in an economy that's a little better than Jamaica's economy. And let's not forget that this is an economy driven an awful lot by tourism. And this is their big season coming up, their Super Bowl, if you will, when people flee the cold and want to go down there. And this might have wiped that out for 2026. I hate to think that, but I don't know how they get back online fast enough. So, you know, obviously a lot of the money that would have been generated by that is not being generated, or at least is unlikely to be generated, because of the damage to all the resorts, not just people's homes.
Well, we'll have you on again soon, as we always do, talking the economy or the markets or politics, whatever it is. But we thought it was important to get this story out today. Thank you for all you're doing, and thanks for joining us, Jon.